Hey everyone, it's David from Soft Wash Evolution. First week of January 2026, there's a foot of snow on the ground, a frozen pond behind me. I own an exterior cleaning business, pressure washing and soft washing. I'm going to show you how to make some money in the wintertime. This is a very tough time of year for a lot of wash guys, exterior cleaning, any exterior work type of guy. So if you own a business and you're trying to make some money in the off season, I'm going to take you through a day of what I do to keep the business going. So here, we're inside my customer's house right now. And this job, if you can see from that thumbnail, I'm gonna be doing some built-in cabinets and some floating shelves on this wall, this customer's living room right here. This is one of my repeat customers. I wash the house for them, clean the gutters, I pressure wash their deck. It's right there. I know it's buried under a foot of snow. But I come here every year. I've painted this entire house upstairs. The kitchen's right there. I did that tile backsplash last winter. This winter I'm in here doing some cabinets and some shelving. So I come back here all the time. It's important to keep moving in the wintertime. Winter is tough. And this time of winter is the toughest. January, we're right after the holidays. Everyone, your customers, I mean, just spent all their money on that cheap plastic stuff under the tree. They don't want to spend money this time of year. So even if you're a business owner or working part-time, whatever it is, in this wash business, your own wash business, even if you're in the milder climates down south or out west where you can wash year-round, January is still going to be the slow time. People just aren't going to spend money this time of year. They're not thinking about it. So if you're kind of feeling down right now about the business, second guessing yourself, it's tough on everyone. It's tough on me. It's tough on those bigger companies too. So if you're by yourself like me, if you're solo or in a very small crew, be thankful you don't have 10 guys blowing up your phone right now saying, when's my next check? When are we going to find some work? How about we go plow some snow? Let's do something. At least if you're by yourself, you only got to satisfy one. So I'm in here doing some cabinets. I'm going to take you through how I do this, make a little bit of money, show you what it costs. And you don't have to be a carpenter or an electrician to do this type of work. I've got a couple outlets I've got to move, and I'm building some built-in cabinets and shelving. I didn't go to any trade schools. I learned all this doing it myself. It's going to look pretty good when it's done. So I'll take you through how much this costs and how to do it, and give you some tips on how to keep your business running through the winter. So here's where I shot the intro. My truck's there. There's no wash gear in the back. You'll see my sander and my jigsaw and some plywood in the back of that. I bought these cabinets. These are little MDF cheap garbage cabinets from Home Depot. Probably 300 bucks. I got two 30 by 30s and a 30 by 18. They're wall cabinets. They're the ones that go up high. They're only 12 inches deep. They're made out of this cheap MDF particle board, furniture board stuff. You really can't paint that stuff. You can if you prep it right, but it never looks that good. So I spent probably $300 on those, and I got 4 sheets of 1/2-inch birch plywood, the sanded kind. I think they were probably $40 a sheet. I paid for those. Basically, the reason I bought those cabinets was to steel the doors right here and the fronts. The rectangle in the front right there. That piece is hardwood. I built the boxes myself. I had to make them fit this area. The customer wanted some storage on this wall around this fireplace and have like custom built-in style. You know, 12-inch wall cabinets, 12 inches deep would have only come out, that far. It doesn't really give you a lot of space. Real base cabinets, if you buy them, are 24 inches deep. They'd come all the way out, to where that tape line is. It's too far with this door being right here. On that end, I've got that heat vent right there. I can't cover that up, and I'm certainly not moving it. So 24s wouldn't work, 12s wouldn't work. So you've got to custom make them anyway. I choose to use birch plywood. It's really good. It sands really well. It takes stain or paint really well. These ones are going to get painted white to match this fireplace. So it's real easy to work with. I can custom make whatever size I want. So I use the doors and the fronts. I had to build myself like a 5-inch toe kick, the base at the bottom, to match the fireplace right there. A couple of outlets I've got to move. Like I said in the thing, I'm not an electrician. Pretty simple. I can pull that, shut the power off on this wall, pull that outlet off, snake the wall, and I'm going to put it up here. The tape line is where the countertop's going to be. The customer wants that outlet up there so they can still access it. I'll put a blank over that one, metal plate over it, and the cabinet will get mounted against the wall. It's the same thing over there as another outlet. So I'm at that step right now. I'll shut the power off, move those outlets, cut a hole in the sheetrock. I have my boxes right here, the stuff I need. Some blue boxes, some spacers, got some wire nuts and some staples there. I'll get that outlet moved, both of them. And then my cabinets here. You can see my 18-inch one that I built is drying right now. I just got the front on there. This is a 30 by 30 with a 5-inch toe kick at the bottom. That's my front. It's not on yet. I just got this one all caulked together, nailed, and I'll put that front on there. And then it'll be ready to go. I'll screw those two together. Got some cabinet hardware up here, cabinet screws. So I'll put those together, make sure everything's fit correctly. A single one will go over there. Once it's all roughed in and leveled, I'll take them back out and sand them one more time, prime them, paint them, then mount them, paint them one last time. Shelving is going to be floating shelving on the walls here, pretty simple. I'll use my birch plywood to make those also, but this is pretty simple stuff. You don't need to be a carpenter, you don't need to be an electrician. You can make money in the wintertime. It's a tough time of year, not only for wash guys. Let's move this camera around here. It's a tough time of year for everybody. Like I said, people aren't looking to spend money right now. So if you're paying for advertising and you're trying to get a couple wash jobs and you're beating your head against the wall, it's tough right now. This is the time of year that it's a test for everyone. You're starting to think, you know, should I have done this? You know, other people probably told you can't pressure wash and soft wash. What are you going to do in the wintertime? Yeah, I've heard that too. Well, I still make money all winter long. I turn people away. So if you get good enough at doing things, you know, I'm not always building cabinets. I'm usually painting. But this house, I painted the entire upstairs a couple years ago. So I keep coming back for more. And they refer me to other people too. It's important to make money in the wintertime, but if you're not making money, there's other things you can do to build your business. Work on your website, work on your Google My Business profile, work on your YouTube page if you have one. Reach out to your previous customers. Use that CRM software, hopefully you've got it. Send them a text message, a call, say set up your spring, your summer services now. You can go out and do gutter inspections right now. That way if they need gutter repair or gutter cleaning first thing in the spring, you can make sure they're right on your schedule. Network, talk to the other wash guys in your area. Talk to the other business owners, the interior cleaners, the maid service. If you watch my other videos, they're perfect to talk to them right now. Those people are in there cleaning houses like crazy inside. You could be setting up with them to referral program so you can clean those customers outside of their houses, do their windows, their roof, their gutters, their siding, their decks. Make friends, shake hands, use this time. It will pay dividends in the future. The work you put in right now during the slow time will pay off when you're out there spraying water. All summer long, I know you're spraying like crazy, you're making money, and then this time hits and it draws right down. People start to panic. You're a business owner, you can't panic right now. Even if there's no money coming in and things get tight, hopefully you've saved up enough to get you through this slow season. And in the meantime, build up your network, build up your business some more. Maybe think about doing some things like this. I'm gonna put a cut in the video right here, get these outlets moved, get these cabinets roughed in, and we'll continue shortly. Day 2 of the custom built-in cabinet job. I've got these things all built and ready to go. They're all wood filled up and drying right now. It's 30 by 30 on the side here. I've got my little toe kick built. All my wood putty is drying. I've got that outlet moved I talked about earlier. I mounted this thing horizontally. That's the way they wanted it. I've got some shelf brackets all mounted, lagged right into the studs. These things are pretty good. They're like 7-inch metal brackets. You get them on Amazon. They're dirt cheap, but they hold floating shelves really well. And over here, I've got the 30 by 30 and the 18 by 30 all screwed together. Toe kick at the bottom is built. I leave them out here so I can sand them, final sand them. Same thing over here, the outlet is moved. I got a metal plate on that. I have to get a wall cover for that one. Brackets for the shelves, all leveled and ready to go. So once this wood filler is drying on this one today, I'll go outside, my table saw out again, and rip these shelves, get them all cut. Then I'll be able to sand these things tomorrow, get a first coat of primer on them. The shelves, I think they're having them stained. They actually didn't answer me on that. So those I'm gonna have to just glue them together, glue and clamp them. I can't put any staples or screws in the shelves if they're gonna have them stained. The cabinets are gonna be white, so they do have some nail holes and stuff. You can see I've all patched up. So they'll be ready to prime these tomorrow. I'm back, day 3 here, building the cabinets and the shelving. I haven't gotten full days in on these things yet, just because I have another job going right now. I forgot to mention it, where I'm sheetrocking a basement. So sheetrock's a pain. You sand some, get all covered in dust. You put another layer of mud on there, and you really can't touch it for another day. So I come back over here, I work for a couple hours, check back in at that other job. They're real close together, so it works really well. I do a lot of it like that in the wintertime. Drywall, anything where you have to wait for something to dry, even painting. Sometimes I'll put a coat on one house, go check out another house, do some trim work, go back, sand, and do another layer of paint. So I have to do that a lot. When you're by yourself, I run multiple jobs, but I'm doing it alone, so I have to bounce back and forth. As long as they're close together, I can make it work. But today, I've been here, what is it? It's 10 o'clock in the morning right now. I've been here since about 8. I'll probably work another hour on this one and then go back to my other one. But the shelves are done. And the cabinets are getting their first coat of primer. I'm actually rolling and brushing the first coat of primer on, and then I will airless spray the final coat of paint. But I wanted to show you, update what it looks like now. Shelves are up, floating shelves. I got bigger ones over there. That cabinet's got its first coat of primer. I put a shelf in there too. I totally forgot about that as I was building it. Putting it together, the doors are, I don't know where they are. The doors are behind me. Priming those too. This cabinet over here, I put a shelf in the 30-inch one. I left the 18-inch one without a shelf just so they had some higher storage. And then the floating shelves are up. These are the bigger ones. They're like 44 inches long. Those ones are 22s. And I actually built 4 more of them here too because they wanted the same thing in their bathrooms upstairs. So I built 4 more 22-inch long floating shelves so that they could put these in their bathroom. That's how I do it. Those brackets that are on the wall sit right into the gap there. All my corners are all mitered. Put some wood filler in there. There's no screws or nails or anything on these. They're all just glued together, pressed with clamps. Sand the daylights out of them, and they'll get stained. They didn't pick out the color of stain they want. They had a couple different ideas, and they hadn't decided yet. I think they want to try to match it to that mantle, which that's not even real wood, so that's going to be very hard to match a stain to that. That thing is like some plastic resin fake thing. So they're going to pick out the color stain they want, and these shelves just pop right off the wall real easy on those brackets. So I can always just take those home and stain them and put a coat of poly on there if they want it gloss and bring them back to them. Those outlets are moved. Like I said, I got the wall covers back on. They're horizontal now. They're there. They can use those. And these will get 1 more coat of primer, a finish sand, airless spray, and they will get lagged right into the wall. I have to redo a little piece of trim right there. There's a tiny little piece of trim right there I'll have to put back. And that'll be it. The customers are coming home, I think, tomorrow. So I'll get back over here in the morning after the finished coat of paint is on, put these things in. So I might not be able to do any filming to show you the very end of this job, but I will take a couple pictures of it and I'll put them up in a post just in case I don't get to film tomorrow and show you the finish of these jobs, what it looks like. But I'll take a picture when the shelves are stained and polyed and the doors are back on the cabinets and everything. But that's it for this video, because I'm pretty sure I won't be able to film tomorrow, here anyway. But I've got a couple more jobs coming up, painting and stuff. I've got another job. I'm taking down some popcorn ceilings and re-sheetrocking the ceiling, well, touching it up, and then painting that, doing some shiplap stuff on the walls and even on the ceiling too. So maybe I'll do some filming on some of those other jobs. Other than that, it's just basic brush and roll painting. That will take me right through the rest of January, all of February, probably the first week of March, and then it's time to wash. So I've got some other videos going. Got a lot of work going on the skid right now. I'm still working on the skid in my garage. I've got some work going on there. And I'm building a couple of nozzles. I've had a lot of questions about my J-rod holder and my nozzles, so I'm building a new one. It's pretty quick, but it's already done, but I'll pull it back apart and do a video of it so you can see all my my nozzle holder and how I pick my nozzles out. But till then, hope you like this video. It's what I do to keep going in the wintertime. Hopefully you're making money right now. Do something like this. It's not that hard. Till next time, make sure you like and subscribe. Thanks.